Hi friends, this is CA Kiran Kumar. In this video, we are going to discuss about the major changes which are applicable from 1st January 2022. So, 5% provisional credit was completely removed from 1st January 2022. Previously, there is a provisional credit allowance. Even though there is no credit in GSTR 2A or 2B, they will allow up to 5%. Means if there is 100 rupees in GST or 2A or 2B, the government will allow up to 105 rupees. But now from 1st January 2022, there is no such allowance. Only you have to take based on GST or 2B only. There is no confusion whether you have to take on GST or 2A input or GST or 2B input. There is only GST or 2B only from 1st January 2022. You can check it on the GST portal as well. And number 2, difference in GSTR 1 and GSTR 3B liability leads to recovery proceedings. Suppose you have sold 1 lakh worth of goods at the rate of 18% GST is applicable and you have sold 1 lakh rupees in GSTR 1. Means 18,000 you need to pay. And in GSTR 3B, you have to show the 18,000 only in GSTR 3B while you are making payment in the outward liabilities tab. And if you have shown less than that, immediately the tax officers, without giving any show cause notice, you can see here, without issuing any show cause notice, they can start the recovery proceedings. So be careful while you are filing with your GSTR 3B. So you should match before filing your GSTR 3B return. You should ensure that the GSTR 1 liability is matching with GSTR 3B. Obviously, there is some automatic values are coming in GSTR 3B, so you have to once again cross check while you are filing your returns in GSTR 3B. So in case of e-waybill violations, when any person transports any goods in contravention with the GST Act, then the goods and related documents will be completely seized, and in such case the penalty will be levied in the following manner. There are two ways: if the owner of the goods comes forward and if the owner doesn't comes forward. In case of taxable goods, the penalty will be 200% of the taxable value of such goods. Previously it was 100% of the tax payable on such goods, but now it is increased to 200% of the tax payable on such goods. And in case of exempted goods, the penalty is 200% of the value of such goods or 25,000, whichever is lower. And in case the owner of the goods doesn't comes forward, in such case, if the seized goods are taxable goods, then the penalty is equal to the 50% of the value of such goods or 200% of the tax payable on such goods, whichever is higher. In case of exempted goods, penalty is 5% of the value of the goods or 25,000, whichever is lower. So this is for e-waybill. And in case of pre-deposit of appeal, suppose if you want to go for appeal, if you are not satisfied with the department tax officer judgment, so if you want to go for appeals, then in such case you have to deposit. Pre-deposit amount is, previously it was 10%, now it is increased to 25%. In case of violation of e-waybill, this is only relating to the e-waybill violations only. With respect to the remaining, the existing pre-deposit values will be continued. And number 5, change in GST rates. This is the CBSE has revised the GST rate from 5% to 12% on footwear of the sale value not exceeding 1000 rupees. If suppose a footwear having value of 900 rupees, now GST rate is increased from 5%, existing 5% to 12% from 1st January 2022. And if the value of the sale of the footwear is exceeding 1000, then 18% is regular rate is applicable. But in case of sale value less than 1000, then footwear rate is increased from 5% to 12%. So in case of e-commerce operator, if you are selling food through e-commerce like Swiggy or Zomato or other any food apps, so now the liability to pay on the collected 5% GST amount on the food is shifted from restaurants to these food apps. Basically the scenario is like Zomato or Swiggy will collect only service charges from the restaurant, and the restaurant will collect 5% GST from the ultimate consumers, and the Zomato or Swiggy, whatever the amount collected from the ultimate consumers, will be shifted the same to restaurants only. The restaurants will pay the GST amount on the same, and the Zomato or Swiggy will pay only service fee. They will pay and they accordingly they will file their returns. So but now in Delhi or somewhere, the tax officers found that whatever the amount collected by the Zomato or Swiggy is not filing by the restaurants. Means Zomato or Swiggy, while paying the amount to restaurants, they will deduct some TCS amount, GST TCS amount. While you are deducting the GST TCS amount, suppose you have a sale worth of 1 lakh, TCS deducted is, let's say, 1%. So ultimately you are giving the amount by deducting 1% on the ultimate total sale value. So the department has a value of 1 lakh in their hands, but the restaurant should file the same sale value 1 lakh only, and they have to pay 5%, which is collected from the ultimate consumers. But the restaurants are not filing actually. Some restaurants, almost 2000 crores of turnover was missed out. So the central government has taken this very seriously, and this provision is incorporated. So whatever the GST amount collected from the customers, even though it is not relating to service, even though it is relating to the food products only, the liability from restaurants to Zomato or Swiggy is incorporated. Hope this point was clear. And number 3, composite supply of works contract. If you are providing service to the government or government entity, previously the rate was 12%. This is concessional rate, 12% or 5%, whichever is applicable. But from 1st January 2022, the composite, if you are providing composite supply to the government entity or government authority, not to the government, this rate is applicable. This 18% rate is applicable only when you are supplying works contract to government entity or government authority only. And if you are providing the service to the government, existing 12% will be applicable. But if you are providing the service to the any government entities or government authorities, or 18% will be applicable. So one more important thing, HSN codes were completely changed from 1st January 2022. New HSN codes will be implemented from 1st January 2022. So this is for the day. Thank you very much. For more interesting updates, please subscribe my channel.